Hello, Aries, and welcome back to Nicole Myths, Astrology and Tarot, formerly Divine Rebel. Welcome back. For those of you who are new to me in the channel, please be made aware I have no filter and I do not sugarcoat anything. I very much read how I read. So if that is not your thing, you've got kids around, just don't appreciate the raw, real messages like that. I'm always very respectful of that. I give you the opportunity to sign off now. Otherwise, I will be getting into this message for Aries and those with strong or significant Aryan placements in their birth chart. But really quickly, as of the new year, any bookings with me will be through my Etsy shop. Okay, the Etsy link's in the description, whether it's a private session or an intention candle or an event, as well as all my merch. Everything is going to be going through the Etsy shop. All right, if you are overseas in another country and it doesn't work out for you, that you're able to utilize Etsy, although to be fair, I don't think you should have any issues with it, but in the event that you do, please reach out to me and let me know and I will work with you with it, okay? Getting into the readings, I'm using my Icarus Tarot. I thought it was fitting for October to figure out what the milestone is for your month. And then I am using my Mirror of the Soul Tarot for some additional insights. All right. So this is for Aries and strong or significant Aryan placements in your birth chart. Okay. Take it how it resonates. Spirit, please. What is the milestone in the healing for Aries this month of October? What is the milestone for Aries for October? Ooh. Aries. We got the Greed card. We got the Greed card. This is a card that is specific to this deck. It's card number 23. I'm actually going to read it to you from the book because I think it will help you understand what this card is really about, okay? Overindulgence, unhealthy ambition, and hurtful want. Greed is not just the desire for money or the pursuit of wealth. It points instead to deeper longings, a hole in your heart that you try to fill with an unhealthy substitute. It's the sin and chain that binds you, or worse, that you use to justify the enslavement of others. Greed is rarely good or positive, but it is not unnatural. We often covet what others have. We grow disenchanted with the blessings we have been given, or even with our own achievements. We believe we must take what we don't have, even at the expense of others. We feel entitled to more, or that the universe owes us, when in fact, the balance instead may be the other way around. This card is also a reminder to temper your ambitions with wisdom and compassion, to remind yourself that money, power, sex, whatever desire you may be pursuing may not be what you really want. When confronted, greed can be a window into what your soul truly needs. When it's indulged, greed can lead you back to the same pitfall over and over. Temper your desires with compassion and empathy. Exercise self-restraint. Remember with gratitude how far you have come. Cultivate generosity so you can direct your good energy back into the universe instead of focusing on taking. In a nutshell, this energy in action is essentially manipulative, okay? I want it, they have it, how can I get it? And it's thinking of ways on how you can get it versus how can I change my energy so that it manifests for me naturally, right? Because anything you desire, anything that you can visualize here that is meant for you, can manifest for you without you having to take it, right? It can be something as simple as, you know, wanting a specific person when there are so many other fish in the sea, but wanting that one because they're so good with their partner, right? That classic reason why women don't trust each other, you know? Women in relationships don't trust their single women friends. Back in high school and shit, you know, because everybody wants their boyfriend because he's so good to their best friend and they want him. Kind of crap, right? For you, it could be whatever. That was just an example. But the theme for your October is understanding what you're doing to achieve things, to gain things without putting in the energy work. Where are you falling short giving back to what you're taking from? Because everything has to be an equal energy exchange. What you're giving has to be equal in some form of currency, energetic currency, to what you're taking. Otherwise, you're accumulating debt with the universe, which is why the card talks about pitfalls over and over and over again. Who are you taking from? Whether it's their time, their physical energy, the favors that they do for you, right? The love that they give you and show you, the consideration, like what are you taking advantage of in order to gain X, Y, or Z, and are not equally giving back to whoever they are, right? Because it's not necessarily that you're not giving anything, but is it truly equal? 50-50 is fucking equal. Fair is fair. 60-40 will wear on someone over time. 70-30 gets sketchy. 80-20 is bullshit. 90-10, 100-0. Be aware the behavior pattern of greed mirrors with narcissism. That all you would care about is yourself and what you're getting, and it doesn't matter if whoever you're taking from gets hurt by it. Who are you taking from? Knowing that it's not fair, and you're doing it anyway, knowing eventually they will absolutely be hurt because they're human and they're not stupid. They're giving because they care. You're taking because you don't. And at some point, the pain is going to override how much they care. And that's not fair. That's a debt owed to the universe. Because whoever's doing it because they care isn't doing it because they're getting anything from you. They're doing it because they care. Not because of whatever percentage of energy you give them in return. What you give them in return is great. Even if it's not enough, it's great, but it's not why they're doing it. This is also a reminder to catch yourself when you think it's all good and it's not, when you know it's not, when you're trying to convince yourself that you think it's all good. Oh, it's fine, they're fine, everything's fine. They love giving to me. They enjoy it. They love me. But people that love you like being loved back. Reciprocation, compassion, gratitude. If those things are all missing from you, but they're being given to you from them, You got an energetic debt. The universe is going to make you pay it because the universe is always fair, always just. Who do you owe? Let's get some insight, please, Spirit. For Aries. Arian energy. What's going on in October for Aries learning this milestone? And that could be something as simple as taking from your parents, you know what I mean? Not just a partner or a friend. Taking advantage of your employer even, you know what I mean? We got the 8 of Cups with the 4 of Swords. You need to realize this is your emotional void that you're trying to fill, and you need to take a step back and make an effort. 8 of Coins. Four of Cups. Emperor is on the bottom. 5 of Wands is on top. Got 8, 4, 8, 4. We got 5, 4, 5 here. This is card 23. 5, 4, 5, and 8, 4, 8, 4. You might be getting synchronistic numbers trying to pull you back on track. Messages from Spirit trying to pull you back on track, because this is to remember how abundant you are. How much you have, which allows you an abundance of being able to give. You do have enough time to give back. You do have enough energetic currency to create an equal exchange. It's like your partner running themselves into the ground, making sure that their work is done, making sure that the house is also taken care of, making sure that the laundry is done, making sure that dinner is cooked, making sure that your clothes are ready for the morning, and needing a fucking foot massage. Like, why can't you just do that part? You don't have to take them out for some extreme fancy dinner. You don't have to, you know, take the trash out even. It's just acknowledge how much they do and offer them something in exchange, or just fucking do it. Be like, yo, you want to sit and watch a movie with me? Tell them, throw your feet up on me. I'll rub your feet. Just do it. They will be so grateful just for the increase in compassion and consideration of them. They will continue to not mind giving and doing all that they give to you, because to them it's worth it. Like, it's great that, you know, you pay the bills, but what if your partner does everything else and you think, well, I'm doing enough. I pay the rent, or I pay the mortgage. That's enough. But your partner is also working and paying for things and also maintaining the house. Like, is the work being split 50-50? Is the total being split 50-50, or is this shit not actually fair? Take it how it resonates, Aries. If you're dealing with a situation where, you know, this is kind of the opposite way around, where you're the one doing everything and somebody else on the other side of it is the one taking advantage of you, right? It's not fair. And there's a lot of change and shift and momentum towards balance, okay? Ace and fours, this is Spirit driving home the need for stability and consistency and the infinite ever even flow, right? If it's not fair, it's not fair. And if someone doesn't fucking care, that's a fucking problem. That's a problem. If they know this shit ain't fair and it is not their problem, that's your problem. That is officially your problem. If you know you're in a dynamic with someone where it is not fucking fair and they don't care, that is your problem and you got to fix it. You got to figure out what the fuck you're going to do with that person or how fast you can get rid of them. Because if it's not fair, it's not fair. This is what the milestone is. This is what is being learned in the healing. You cannot take advantage of people. People cannot take advantage of you. It is not fair. People are either in and it's unconditional or they're out. And if you're expressing to someone, it's a lot on me, I need help. Like, I appreciate what you do, but this, what I'm doing for you is too much on me. I need help. It's not fair. I'm breaking down or I'm overwhelmed or I'm falling behind and I shouldn't be. And they say, well, I do this and I do that. That's not enough. What, you can't handle it? Excuse me? You're talking to the person that's holding up 60% or 70% or 80%. Maybe you can get the fuck out with your 40% or 30% or 20% or your bullshit. Maybe I'd be better off without you. Maybe I wouldn't be so overwhelmed. Maybe I wouldn't be falling behind. Maybe I'd have more time to do the things that I need to do for me instead of worrying about your fucking ass. What's fair is fair. It's not fair. And if it's not fair, it's not going to work. Do you want to live with a cunt? Do you want to live with someone who's an asshole? Who's a bitch all the time? Who's annoyed and frustrated or depressed? Do you want to live with someone like that? No? Then you got to solve your problem. Call a spade a spade. A mooch is a mooch. A leech is a leech. A parasite's a parasite. A narcissist is a narcissist. They're a straight up narcissist, for real, you ain't changing them, hun. They gotta choose that for themselves. And they sure as shit aren't gonna do it if you're giving and giving and giving unfairly to their benefit. You can give and give and give until the day you collapse. Ain't gonna make them change. I love you, but not enough to kill myself over it. Not enough to run myself into the ground over it. Not enough to be treated unfairly. If you are not fulfilled, then you need to retreat and walk away. Take your peace and make an effort to create your own overflow. You got to reset and recenter and get emotionally stable within yourself instead of banking on unstable people. Because that's the bottom issue. You got to get into your fucking emperor mode and you're worried that you're going to be disappointed about some shit. No, you got to work some fucking magic because you're being stolen from outright. You're being taken from outright, and it's going to break your fucking heart and remind you all about this fucking karmic childhood wound shit. Get the fuck out. Go free yourself. Go free yourself. That's going to be the title of this reading. I hope this helps. I really do. I hope it's a wake-up call. Till next time, guys, this is Grace Nicole Myths signing out. Remember, always love each other. Most importantly, love yourselves. Bye, everybody.